All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here to bring you game number 2 of Pittsburgh Dota versus UMD Dota. I am Wivrex. I am joined once again by Golgi App,
Hell.
the Tony Bet himself.
What's up?
And you know what I just noticed on Twitter, Golgi, before we get into this game? That CSL had tweeted you at the Golgi show the other day.
That... I gotta look this up. What the hell is the Golgi show?
It was 3 hours ago. It was another Twitter that has Golgi in the name. Not you, though.
How did they even mistake that?
I don't know.
That's not even close. I just want to see what the Golgi show is. At the Golgi show? What? It's a guy with...
By the way, at the Golgi show, you owe me... Oh, you sent us money for promotion. Please, thanks. All right,
he has made... Whoever made the Twitter made 3 tweets on October 2017 and has not made a tweet since.
Hasn't touched it since.
Yeah, it's a dead account.
All right, Golgi. Unsurprisingly, we've got a Tiny banned out. We've got that Naga banned out. Even the Nature's Prophet getting banned out. And then going straight into the Pittsburgh, going to take up the Sand King, the Beastmaster, right away in their 2 picks in a row.
Remaining.
Ah, interesting.
5 seconds remaining.
Nice Stalker, first pick. We don't see that too much anymore. Still very good though. Is even from time to time. Beastmaster and Sand King. Beastmaster is a very popular hero, and Sand King has been a stable hero for a very long time as well. So it looks like this is going to be a support Sand King, which I don't think is as popular though.
Yeah, he's back into the off lane pretty solidly, right?
Yeah. And Beastmaster can't really support, obviously, so which means Sand King is going to be supporting here. Is not the role I don't think a lot of people prefer him in, but he's still very good in that role, obviously.
And the Rubik picked up. It's a pretty good early pick. It's not in response to anything specific, but he's got some okay spells to steal. He loves having Burrow Strike, and then most of the things he can get from Beastmaster, he'll be pretty happy about.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. Roar, if you can get it, is an incredible spell. And Call of the Wild, if you know how to micro, you can make that work really well for yourself as well.
So next sets of bans coming out. I don't think UMD or Pittsburgh is necessarily worried about a Phantom Lancer. I don't think Phantom Lancer was the star of that last game, right? He kind of just he was along for the ride. He wasn't driving the bus.
Yeah, I don't see any carry could have done that role. It could have been a Juggernaut. It could have been any divey hero, honestly. And Nagastar, I love the Nagastar and the Nature's Prophet band because I think they're the ones that made it work. They made that draft jive. Those ganks they were pulling off, they won the early game for the team. So I do love the bans that are coming out for them, and I also love the Respect ban from Maryland, banning out that Tiny. That Tiny was the, I think, only reason Pittsburgh stayed alive for as long as they did.
So Pittsburgh, they've already got a good amount of catch in the Bro Strikes and the Roar. If they need, so do you think they're gonna want to get some real bursty heroes, or do you think that they have enough here that they can just, if they're playing as a team, catch someone? They don't need to blow them up immediately, but they can then press their objective or back if they need without too much worry of a turnaround? Or would you still like to see some burst?
No, Sand King and Beastmaster does a lot of damage on their own. I think it's going to be fine, whatever they draft. They can draft more burst if they feel like. They can draft something more sustained as well. Because, I mean, Beastmaster can kill almost anyone if he has Necro 3. With the Roar, if they're caught by themselves, and if it's during a team fight, you know, it's going to be all hectic. And Sand King, if he can set it up with his Epicenter, obviously he has enough damage to be able to kill most people as well. And just with a little bit of support. So yeah, I think their draft is pretty open where they left it open. And Gyrocopter, yet another pick here, the premier carry currently.
I don't think he worked too well there in the mid lane.
No, I agree. I think the hero is just much better in the safe lane.
And Pittsburgh, very smart to pick it up themselves as soon as they have it, because UMD has already kicked out both the Juggernaut and the Luna, so banning out position 1s, which there are a few standout ones currently.
Yeah. Lycan is still open. I think Lycan is still good.
They've got the Terrorblade, who we see a lot
Terrorblade
too.
is good, yeah. Terrorblade could be risky though, going against Beastmaster and Sand King. You usually don't want to pick Terrorblade into a lot of CC.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to get your Sunder off.
He can try getting. They can maybe try Faceless Void, but already having Roar and a flat cannon, like there's already a lot of targets that you kind of need to get it into it.
Yeah, Sand King is also one of the best heroes against Faceless Void as well, because Epicenter also slows attack speed. So you just pop Epicenter and then Burrow Strike into the enemy Chronosphere, and then Faceless Void just melts in there, and then he can't do damage.
Death Prophet picked up from Maryland. I really enjoy seeing this mid laner.
Yep.
She's got absolute brass balls when she's getting ganked, and she just throws out the siphons and is able to stand her ground while TPs usually come in.
And she's someone that can do a lot of damage while she's stunned as well.
Yes.
If she has a siphon going and the exorcism going, she doesn't really need to be doing anything. And you can be a good pick against the Beastmaster, obviously, if you can get the siphon and the siphons out before you get roared. You are probably going to be safe until the end of it, and then you can use yourself and your teammates can help you or something.
I would almost say I prefer her over the Dragon Knights that we see a lot, but Dragon Knight's got just innate regen and armor, whereas she is kind of dependent on getting those siphons out. But she's still quite survivable.
They fill different roles. Dragon Knight can also push more often than Death Prophet.
Yeah.
Right. Death Prophet's push is stronger, but Dragon Knight has his ulti up more often. And of course, Dragon Knight also offers a stun as well, and he can work as an initiator, and Death Prophet can't work as an initiator. So I think they serve complete different niches.
I don't mind the Wyvern here. The Winter's Curse is a great answer to when Exorcism comes out. Burn a bunch of time off of it, and pretty much guarantee a guy gets picked off. Oh, but we love the Underlord here at Golty and Wiv Inc.
Yeah, super safe offlaner that can do a lot of damage. The disruption you can pull out with the Pit of Malice, if you can place in the right spot, can be absolutely nuts. And the amount of damage that the Rain of Fire can do is crazy. And it works on Roshan as well, so it makes your team equipped to be able to deal with Roshan. Underlord can easily also clear waves and take towers on his own, because the fact that he gets so much damage from Atrophy override, if he can clear a couple of waves, means they can start pressuring towers as well. So the hero has like a pretty all-around what you want offlaner, minus maybe big initiation.
Yeah, but he's still a good hero. A common item on him is the Atos.
Yes.
Which there's nothing specifically that they want it for here. It's good to get against the Sand King. So they at least can get pick off, but no, they're not going to jump into a 5-man team fight with him, which is something that they're kind of lacking right now. Is that, do you think they'll be playing a bit defensively or on their back foot, never really being the big aggressors here? UMD?
Yeah, I think they need some kind of team fight hero to build around out their draft right now, because their heroes are very individually, right? As you said, Pickoffy, like Night Stalker, very good in that role. Rubik, same way. I feel like DP is a team fight hero. Underlord can be as well, but for team fight heroes to shine, you need an initiator, and Lone Druid isn't that, so it looks like they're going for that split pushy, Pickoffy type of lineup here.
So Pittsburgh, they could use Beastmaster's obviously gonna have creeps, but I'd like to see maybe a little bit more tower take ability here from Pittsburgh. They've still got the Terrorblade available. Still,
Terrorblade Gyrocopter could be a little greedy.
That's true, yeah. What's left in the pool though for Pittsburgh, really?
They're looking for a mid laner.
Oh yeah, sorry, mid laner. Yeah, Dragon Knight, of course.
Dragon Knight is great. You can also go for Queen of Pain. I don't mind Queen of Pain if they want for more bursty, because they have all the initiation in the world for Queen of Pain to be able to shine in. Yeah, they're quite open here.
That mid gyro from last game had me thrown off. I was expecting that Pittsburgh tried to pick up a 1, but no, yeah, I'm pretty sure this gyrocopter will be in the safe lane this time around. I hope at least.
Yeah. No, I think they're quite open. I think I like all the mid laners here, and they have plenty of reserve time to work with. So they're taking their time, making sure that they know what they want. They don't want to rush into a decision they don't need to make here. But yeah, Dragon Knight looks solid if you're looking for more push, or Queen of Pain looks solid if you're looking for more damage. They can go for either or. It's just that they set up their draft so well. Like they just look so well rounded just with these 4 heroes already.
And
Like
really,
you got an offensive support and then you got a defensive support.
do you think they need more tower push, or do you think Beastmaster should be enough? Right.
Beastmaster Gyrocopter should be enough. Gyrocopter can take a tower decently well as well because he has flat cannon, which can force enemies to back away from the tower, and he can attack the tower. Like, it's somewhat similar to Lunar Glaive, except a lot wider, obviously.
They're gonna go with the OD.
Yeah, I think whatever it works, whatever they decide to choose, there it works decently.
OD feels like he's gonna be a bit vulnerable to ganks, though.
He can be a little bit vulnerable to Night Stalker. Night Stalker, obviously, a decent hero against him because of the fact that Crippling Fear is amazing in OD, because he can't cast his imprisonment, neither his orbs, but he probably won't pick up a Yules.
What is this OD helmet?
It kind of looks like anime, doesn't it? It got like like pigtails. It feels like pigtails to me.
Now, Golgi, Getum was on the Juggernaut last time, but
Yes,
he is playing
he
the
was.
OD this time around.
Yeah, it looks like they do have a little bit of flexibility here in their cores. Last time Super JJ was playing the Juggernaut in the safe lane, so was playing the Gyrocopter in the mid lane. So there's even switching lanes here as well as heroes. Maybe Getum does not playing Gyrocopter at all.
Give me 1 second here. Lyrical Dota is trying to get me to join his games.
Drop the game. You're only joining Lyrical. We gotta get our
yeah,
name
sorry,
in this one.
CSL.
Yeah, so picking up a Yules is going to be probably essential here for Getum to be able to deal with that crippling fear. A little bit of bear harass coming on the bot lane.
Yep, but there's quite a lot of Pittsburgh people here. They're
That's
gonna try and
1500
pick
health,
this bear
though.
up. Oh, they're blocking it up. As a
1500
Wisp doing
health.
as much as he can. Yeah, not going to be able to get him. Quite a lot of damage to it, though.
Yeah, they did 1,000 damage to it. They could not find the kill. Yeah, it's a little bit overpowered in the early game. The amount of health that Spirit Bear has, honestly. But that's what makes Lone Druid tech, honestly. So he needs it.
They are able to force him off the rune, but it'll be a 2 for 2 as usual, taking their
Oh,
respective
get him
sides.
might though. No, definitely don't want to risk that.
And
So looks like
Getum,
it is going to be mid gyro yet again.
Goldie, do you agree with this?
I don't know, man. These players are probably much better than I am. They probably seen something that I don't. And yeah, I'll just leave it up to players to know what they're doing. Just like Gyrocopter, usually you see in the safe lane, you see OD in the mid lane. Just seems weird at the very least to me.
Yeah. And I guess it could be, that these players are just more comfortable. Each one is respectively more comfortable on the hero that they have in their current lane than the other way
Very much
around.
true.
I'm excited to see how they play this and how they make this happen. It's going to be with some support from Escataloprem, of course, already using the Arctic Burn, homing missile coming out into Jeff.
Arctic Burn, such an amazing spell.
Oh, Super Day is
Burrow
out
Strike
pretty
on the miss.
deep. Yeah, Burrow Strike's going to get missed, but they don't have any real kill potential. They're just, once again, committing a ton of resources here to the mid, as we typically see.
Yeah. Missile spam coming out, of course. Right now, Jeff not gonna be able to avoid those missile damage, and this is the power of Gyrocopter mid lane. You can harass your enemy laner incredibly well with those inevitable homing missiles, or your teammates not gonna be able to save you. And it's such an interesting spell, right? Because if you back far away, then you're going to be able to take a bigger damage and longer stun. But if you stay in with the creeps, what if there was a gank being set up in the back lines and you stayed in too close and you got stunned right in front of the enemy supports, right? So you had to really weigh in the risk there if you want to back up or stay in the spot.
Sand King trying to come in for a gank on shrubs. Oh, yep, they're going to get G over into the jungle, or into the trees.
mind.
G's just back. He's out of there. Both, not a lot of kill potential, I think, on any of these lanes yet.
Yeah, definitely agree.
Sand King gonna eat a lot of Firestorm damage in order to pick up that bounty.
Buying their K room for himself as well.
That should help.
Now Super J got some good damage into the Death Prophet, but she's just salving up back to the mid lane, and everything kind of slowed down yet again. A really slow start for this game. Not a ton of action.
G gets lifted in the bot lane.
Yep, he's
Might
gonna
be
be
something
from the
here.
bot getting maybe stunned up. Yeah, Miss is gonna come in, and that's gonna be first blood going over to UMD.
What is this?
So, something that we're talking about how this patch has been a rise in the Potion of Fives and slight move away from roamers who have been so powerful recently. One of the big things to mention here, look at the Night Stalker here who usually love to hit level 3 by the first night. It gets harder for him because, of course, the bounty runes lost their XP at the start of the game. So they start at 0 XP at the start of the game.
Yeah.
Before they had a starting XP and they went up, so the flat starting value is gone now. So a lot less experience going over to roamers there early on in the game.
Were the roamers typically getting that first bounty though?
I'm not talking about the first bounty because that always almost always has 0 experience. But I'm talking about like the 2-minute bounty and the 4-minute bounty.
Oh, gotcha.
The 2-minute bounty start with 0 experience now.
Oh.
That's a big change they made
Gross.
to hurt roamers.
Right, of course, of course. And everyone kind of just back to farming a little bit. How are the lane matchups going here? Who's winning, who's losing, Golgi?
I mean, it seems pretty good right now. Speaking on top lane, as Wisp, he's getting burned down a little bit. But
He's going to
sticks
burrow
around
strike
fighting.
through onto Trubs. Trubs is not going to have another Firestorm for a minute, so Escatalopram is here. Man, Sand King, balls of steel. He's just hanging out. But Miss might be able to find him with the first night. Is going to start flying, and there they go. Void into Sand King. Sand King burrow strikes through the trees. He's going to get one burn on him, but he will not go down. 10 HP, making it out of here, the Sand King.
Making him work with that, the level 1 burrow strike, very short range on that, but knowing the exact range will get out. But no, Miss sticks around, finds that kill. Miss making it work, finds a kill in the daytime, already finds a kill in the daytime, only 30 seconds in the nighttime, excuse me, and finds a kill already.
Good night.
Now, unfortunately, that did not get Miss into level 3, but he's gonna be able to hit that pretty soon. He finds Wisp again, but not much he can do there. But he forces out the rotation from Winter Wyvern, so
He's coming in mid.
yeah, not bad. Forcing out the rotation from Winter Wyvern just by hitting the support. Night Stalker's happy with that. He's gonna be able to back off. Makes
Even
a
finding an illusion to kill for 8 gold.
Ooh,
It's
that's
not nothing.
nice. It's also 8 XP as well.
And as we said, it's harder for them to get that XP.
Yeah. OD farming incredibly well here thanks to the support of his team, and also Lone Druid doing incredibly well as well. Lone Druid looking towards that Midas, of course. If he can get an early game Radiance here, it might be a little bit rough here for the side of Pittsburgh. We'll see how they're going to disrupt Inferno as the game goes on.
So UMD, they picked up the Lone Druid here. As we talked about a bit in the draft, they want to go for a bit of split push. What's going to be their mark? What's going to be their starting pistol, Golgi, where they're going to start trying to apply that pressure?
Well, Lone Druid works so differently to Nature's Prophet because, I mean, Nature's Prophet wants to get that going almost immediately, right? But Lone Druid doesn't mind waiting a little bit. He doesn't mind waiting until, 20, 30 minutes until he starts, like, really properly pushing lanes. Z in the bot lane getting chased down by Mist. Don't think he's going to be able to dive, though. Or is he?
He's going to try. He's going deep. Now G throwing out the wild axes. Escatalopram is here as well. Miss gonna be the one flying down the low ground, but MZS now gonna eat some shots of Arctic Burn to the face. G gonna pop himself a salve, and now they're turning it around onto them. Maybe going on to Death Prophet, but we got a fight in the bottom two as well. Escatalopram gonna be able to cold embrace up, buying himself a little bit of time. Super J is out in the mid now. Finally, Escatalopram still alive, but goes down at the last second. Miss making it out of there. They do get a Rubik kill before
Mid
it's trouble.
still-
And now mid was still going on, and they get the kill onto Death Prophet. With both of Pittsburgh heroes looking very, very low coming out of that fight.
Man, this is where we needed like that, the
multi-cam,
production value
yeah.
of having like the split screen down the middle so we can see both fights happening, because a lot of interesting happened in the both fights as well. That was Death Prophet 1v2ing Sand King and Gyrocopter, and she almost won, but as soon as she ran out of Spirit Siphon charges, she had no hope.
That's what I love about this girl.
Yep, for sure. Lone Druid finds his Midas as well. Used that already. Looking to buy a couple of pairs of boots.
Now trying to go turn it around on Escatalabram. They're hoping for the root, not gonna find it, but turn around onto G. There they go.
there's
Root
root.
onto Beastmaster, and MZS is coming in. He's already used his lift, so 5 seconds on that, but they might be able to get another root onto G. There it is, and now they'll burst him down. MZS in a bit of trouble though. He's gonna be pretty deep. They use a roar, buy themselves some time. Homing missile coming in on Inferno. I think Inferno is in quite a lot of trouble. They find the Rubik. Now they're going to find the Lone Druid too. Pittsburgh getting what they need to get out of these returns.
Yeah, great rotation there. But that man in the mid lane, Jeff, pressuring his tower with the Exorcism. Oh, misses a Spirit Siphon. Mistakenly catches the range creep instead. Yeah, if Super JJ can protect this tower, it's going to be fine. It's a great trade. G coming in with the smoke.
He's coming
Roar.
in. Yep, roar.
Oh!
He's too slow. No, here he comes.
Can he
Roar
do
comes
it?
out.
I don't know about this.
MZS Rubik
Oh,
doesn't have his
no.
level 6. Here comes the Siphon. Actually, the Spirit's returning.
Yeah.
So Death Prophet is straight back to the top of her green bars.
So wasted smoke and a roar there. Unfortunately, not what you're looking for with your first roar usage. But what can you do? G taking the time to stack that camp there. Of course, Gyrocopter's gonna be very happy with that one.
Miss finds Escatalapram. Figures he was probably warding here. Let's see if he can find it. He pings down here. Has a suspicion maybe someone's hanging out or that they're
Oh my god. I don't know about this. Maryland, this is way too greedy. Night Stalker going for a Midas of his own as well. 2 Midas? And Midas and Night Stalker is something I disagree with on a regular basis as well. But on a team that already had built 1 Midas, it's even more questionable.
Is this... Yeah, I guess... Night Stalker already outside of his spells doesn't do too much, so he's still going to be somewhat frail, right?
Yeah, I mean, items are good for Night Stalker, but he needs to push his advantage in the early game. I feel like that's where like he really shines, and of course in the really late game where you're against something can do a lot of work at. You can get like your BKB, and he gets an insane level 25 talent where it gives him like 140 attack speed during night. But like you don't really build Night Stalker for the level 25 talent, and I just had the Midas seems very questionable to me. Not saying that I don't love a BKB on Night Stalker. Get BKB of Whistle Blade. It's a fun build, but you got Lone Drill on your team, man. He has a Midas as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Is OD going for Midas? OD already has his Midas as well. Let's take a look at net worth. He is on the top actually. Above the Lone Druid, 500 gold or so, but of course that is going to start splitting a little bit here once Lone Druid be able to find his Radiance and will farm
Looks like
a
they're
lot
baiting
more
with
than
Super J. Here they go. Void gets out, but G is here. G is gonna throw the wild axes. They find Miss, but he doesn't have enough for a roar now. Miss gonna get hit by the missile, and they roar him at the same time. The homing missile connects. Now turning around on Infero. G getting taken down right now by the bear, but the cold embrace gonna keep him alive a little bit longer. Homing missile coming in is about to nail Infero, and Trubs coming in just in time to get found. Gee gonna burn down to the firestorm, and now Pittsburgh going a little bit too deep. Super J gonna have to turn around, takes a couple more shots from the tower, and dies sad and alone. Just like Escatalapram, who is under the tower as well. Way too deep, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, usually this is the death tower we call for the Radiant. You don't want to be defending this too hard, but I mean, it's not that good. They're getting a little bit too greedy there with the 3-man dive. Very extended dive as well. And fighting into a Underlord, not what you want to be doing in trees, because you're going to be stepping on that Pit of Malice and Firestorm way too often. top lane. So they might be setting something up here.
Super J bait worked somewhat at first in the bottom. Now
Yeah.
they've got a bear coming in. They've got the roar available. Burrow strike through onto Miss, and a couple more shots is going to do it. They buy a little bit of time. Miss flies over, is going to get sent back, but Super J will find him once again.
He's no
Now
bat
even-
rider. He can't fly over that cliff, I don't think, unless you've even seen him on move speed.
Homing missile coming into MZS. Super J, you're going a little deep again, buddy.
Yeah, not this
All right,
time.
he's just looking for
Roar.
anyone. A roar comes out onto Lone Druid. Lone Druid gonna get caught. Get him coming in. They get the call down. Hits once. Couple more shots gonna do it. There, they've got him as well. Getting a Lone Druid kill out of this too, and a bonus Rubik.
Yeah, Super JJ, he has really good awareness with those homing missiles. He could have easily just used a homing missile against that lone druid, but he knew that lone druid was definitely dead there. Saved it, saw the Rubik in the corner of his eyes, decided to use a homing missile there, and that just set up for a very easy follow-up kill afterwards.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This Pittsburgh team, Magicians, turning 1 kill into 3. And that was all from their beautiful positioning. They dove deep under the tower, and they kind of just hung out right here and let Beastmaster go in aggressively. They get their roar, and everyone just collapses.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about the power of that Aurora. It's such a good administration tool. 3 seconds done targeted. You can't miss it. It's so good.
Unless you target a creep, then you can miss it.
Yeah,
Classic.
definitely a thing that can happen.
Tower is under attack.
Extra teleport gets pinged out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Don't think he can get out of here. We'll see
Gonna
if
have a rough
Sanctine
time,
will
yeah.
help.
Soul Siphon getting used. He's gonna have to use Arctic Burn, but they've got the Pit of Malice there as well. They have way too much magic damage for you to pull that one off.
Yeah, for sure. Bot, miss. I think Get him knows he's there, yeah.
Get him's gonna get him. Void comes out, but Get him doesn't even know what a mischance is.
So bleak.
I mean,
Oh,
Void
actually,
doesn't
he
make
didn't-
you
yeah,
miss,
he didn't
it's
fear
crippling
him.
fear.
He didn't fear him.
He had no 9 of mana for both.
Yep.
He Voided and was
Sad.
out of mana.
Unfortunate.
If you click on Night Stalker right now, he only has 99 max mana because he has lost so much intelligence. Click on him right now, it's hilarious.
Oh boy.
Radiant's middle tower is
He
under
can cast
Yeah.
one spell.
Radiant's
Yeah, and now he's back because he's respawned. Got his intelligence back. You know the classic, you know, that screenshot, enough to do my spells?
Have
Enough
enough
to
do
do my
spells.
power.
Yeah.
Enough to do my power. That's when, like, yeah, Brewmaster lost so much intelligence to Silencer, and people are like, you know, Brewmaster can't cast any spells, and he typed in the ult chat, enough to do my power, which was just enough to be able to use his ulti.
And yes, this is stolen cold embrace, or sorry,
Arctic Burn.
Arctic Burn. Thank you. Cold.
Get it.
Cold. Is it Cold Spell 1, Cold Spell 2, Cold Spell 3, or Cold Spell 4?
under attack.
Winter Wyvern, very, very wintry theme.
While that's going on, though, they're pushing bottom, getting some pressure into the tower. It's going to force Trumps to rotate. They've got a Wild Wing doing his little dance. Burst strike through on Sand King. He's going to make it to the back line. Going to try and TP now. I think he should be just fine.
No.
No, they're going to be able to fear him, finding him at the perfect time. All right,
Mid
MCS.
lane as well.
Yep, getting chased down right now. Homing Miss is going to connect. Pittsburgh grabbing themselves another kill. Have a Wild Wing and a Catapult. Looking to take this tier 1. Fortification going to be used by UMD.
G also completed his Helm Dominator as well. This is a dominated Wild Wing Ripper. Of course, he actually has 0 levels of Call of the Wild, so he won't be summoning any jungle creeps of his own. Going for the right-click Beastmaster build.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're even able to force out another fortification and a CP from Death Prophet on the tier
Yeah.
2 push.
DP finds a kill on the Dominator creep though, which gives 125 XP and gold.
Oh, but the roar comes out. Here comes the call down as well. Now throwing everything into Death Prophet, getting taken down so quickly. Super J going aggressively onto Rubik. Doesn't even care about this tower. Caught inside the pit right now, and they get the Winter's Curse out onto the Spirit Bear, just locking the other team in place, and they can't do anything. Sandy's Eclipse does so much damage. Lone Druid trying to make it back. Super J just chasing up on him. Now they've got the Cold Embrace. Fine time to use it. Burrow Strike catches Miss and Trubs, the last man standing. They're even going to be able to get the Astral on him, and they're collapsing. Are they able to get Trubs before Trubs gets too far away? Homing missile coming in. Super J. Burrow Strike, they got him. Pittsburgh going to wipe him out.
Yeah. Currently, right now, Maryland's team is super weak because right now we have Lone Druid who went for Midas and he hasn't completed his Radiance yet. And then you got the same thing for Night Stalker who has only boots. He has boots and handle Midas. He is completely useless in these team fights. And of course, Death Prophet going down before she can use his ult, her ulti means she is useless as well. And G obviously with that great roar to make sure that happens as well.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Pittsburgh, that was a surgical push.
Yeah, no, it's just really well played, and they know they're strong right now, and they're pushing it. They recognize there's double Midas in the enemy team, and you're just like, nope, we're not gonna let you get away with that. And a very good Winter's Curse used there by Talopram. He used it on the Spirit Bear, but what importance it was that was able to distract the enemy team on attacking the Spirit Bear enough to be able to get the Beastmaster away, who got away with like 20 health.
Yep, and not just that. While the two that were caught by it couldn't fight because they were attacking the bear, they were getting kills under the tower on the Rubik.
Very true. So right now, 10k gold net worth right now for Get 'em. Doing incredibly well on this. Or Devora, I was talking about how he was going to fall behind in farm versus Lone Druid when Lone Druid will pick up that Radiance, but he still doesn't have that Radiance yet.
Yeah, and a good 3k behind right now, so.
Yeah. And Pittsburgh not looking to stop this push anytime soon, going over to the bot lane.
They're going to find Death Prophet, cannot get caught again. G is going out aggressively.
Oh my
Team should
God.
be coming in. Jeff senses something's up. Does he see anyone else coming in? Is he going to go for the roar? There it is, roar, and they stack the stuns a little bit, but they should have plenty of damage. They're going to be able to use Yule's up on Death Prophet, but now the call down's coming in, chasing her into the base, getting her with the missiles as well. More than enough damage. They find Death Prophet out once again. This is a great way to start these fights.
They're trading the top tier 2 though, and Maryland loves this. When you're behind, trading is what you're looking to do. But they're going to high ground right now.
Blink forward, Burrow Strike, Sand King not going to connect onto anyone, but he's falling back. These firestorms are going to make it very difficult to push.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they can compete against Lone Druid. He pushes incredibly fast with that Spirit Bear, who has a Sacred Relic on him. Get him, force himself in.
Primal Roar, gonna force him out, and they should be able to get through here safely. Get him maybe going around on a miss instead. He's gonna blink forward. His team's not with him right now. There we go. Super J's coming in. They get a banishment out onto miss. Here comes a homing missile. Connecting on a miss. They drop the sanities, but I didn't see it hit. Oh, he was trying to go on the bear. The bear's gonna survive, but miss goes down in the top. Now Escatolopram is here as well, trying to de-ward, but they've already got Lone Druid out of there safe and sound.
Does Sanity's Eclipse work on Bear? I don't think Sanity's Eclipse works on Bear. He doesn't have any intelligence. So there's like no calculations to be done.
Oh yeah, he's got mana but no intelligence.
Yeah, and Sanity's Eclipse is all about intelligence differences.
He must have hit the Lone Druid with it. I just didn't catch it.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that was great rotations there by Maryland, taking that trade on the tower, getting what they can to be able to sort of catch up here. Inferno has his Radiance in about 20 gold here. He will get after this camp. Huge item pickup for him, but he still has a long way to go. Radiance is far from what you need to be able to be effective on the on the Lone Druid.
Yeah, so it's going to be a Maryland game of trying to push this game out, right? They need it to go longer. The longer, the better for them. Or is there still tools in Pittsburgh's toolkit to deal with this going late?
When it goes late, I think it's still kind of even, honestly. OD is great late. Gyrocopter is amazing late. Yeah, but currently, yeah, you're right. Maryland needs to go late because if they go late, at least they still on even ground right now. Because right now, Miss having that Hand is still pointing out every time.
Stolen Burrow Strike counter into the Sand King. They lift him up, but here comes this curse. Curse gonna come out onto Ruben. Ruben almost going down the homing missile, catching him off, and they use the rift to take back just the Pit Lord.
Man, that missile was so perfectly timed because, of course, if that missile landed during the curse, the damage doesn't happen, and it happened like almost as soon as it was over, and that gives Pittsburgh the initiative to take the Roshan right now.
Oh, Escatalabram even going to be able to find a... No, he actually didn't get this, I don't think. It just expired.
What?
There was a sentry ward here that he walked by, but they didn't have vision on it. It poofed away right as Escatalabram walked by. I was like, oh, did he tangle that? But no, it just expired at that exact moment.
Aegis on get him. Yeah, this guy also is going to have BKB in about 1,000 gold, and once get him has BKB, he's going to be almost an unstoppable force here. Pinging out the top tier 2. All the lanes are pushed in right now, but of course, look at what Spirit Bear is doing in the bot lane. Cutting waves. This is what Lone Druid does best.
That's what Bear do.
Yep, but is it going to be enough? That's the question.
Yeah, they're going to be really pinned into their base now.
Yeah. No tier 2s remaining after this one, and of course they're not contesting this because that'll be a suicide mission, and they won't be looking to defend the top here. But Spirit Bear still cutting every lane here, which is going to be making the push much harder for the Pittsburgh boys to be able to go. I'm surprised they didn't decide to commit into the top here, because that's the only remaining creep wave, because mid lane just got cut. Looks like they want to push out all lanes before they decide to commit.
Yeah,
and also 25 seconds until daytime. Yeah, just wait until daytime.
They're worried about Spirit Breaker or Spirit Bear slipping behind again, right? Maybe getting more ceding to them more map control than they need to.
Yeah.
They play it safe.
And of course, there's always a factor. If you lose a team fight and all your none of your lanes are pushed in, that means you're not gonna lose an objective. If your lanes are pushed in after you lose a team fight, means you're gonna lose quite a bit of objectives. So it's just covering all those all their possibilities.
But Bear being so annoying here yet again.
Yep.
Chasing down these waves, but they're ready to go in the bottom. They've got some pretty good space to deal with. They've got to do it quickly though, because Loon Druid looks like he's going to keep this top lane push and could be going for the high ground of his own if they aren't very decisive with this. Firestorm going to get laid down. Just pushing a little bit. They're chipping away right now. Lone Druid not pushing just yet. They get the Hurricane Pike out onto Death Prophet. Death Prophet is just going to be able to Yules up. MCS eating a homing missile.
Necro 3 on Beastmaster now. He could pop this. Darkness falls.
But Lone Druid, his Bear's going to be ready to go up into that high ground any moment. They use the fortification. They've got the Firestorm span coming out. Fortification buying them a little bit of time. And now Lone Druid, he's knocking at their low ground. Are they going to stay here for it? They're pushing. They're getting the damage into the tower. They need to try and get out of here now. Beastmaster, no, they're going to run in aggressively. Underlord getting caught by the Witch's Curse now. MZS very low, getting caught out. They're fighting up against them right now, but Lone Druid is doing Lone Druid things. Got him, is in the front line. He's got that agent. He can stay and fight. He's going to finally go down, but very little barracks damage done while Spirit Bears
lost their melee. And then they're about to lose their OD as well. This is a disastrous fight here.
Lifted up, caught in the pit. OD goes down as well. It had to be decisive. They needed to get something and get the hell out. I think they stayed a little bit too long, tried to fight when they didn't maybe have the position for it.
Yeah, it's rough. It's super rough. Because if they want to try to take the tower and leave, it's hard because it's not going like the other team is just going to let you leave, right? If they're underlording your team, they could have, but obviously underlording the other team. And Lone Druid just being able to take that top, and they use that fortification incredibly well. And Underlord's so good at keeping them out of the base. That Firestorm making sure to keep the creeps out of the base, and just incredible hold there by UMD, and realizing how they need to play to be able to come back in this game. So Rack's advantage surprisingly going over to the side of Maryland. This is exactly what Pittsburgh was afraid of, pushing out all these lanes. but it's hard to keep Lone Druid from pushing. And we're talking about it's like Lone Druid doesn't care about pushing her in the early game. It's just all about all the late games.
Looks like coming through onto Chubbs, homing missile, charging up on him right now. Sand King trying to make his way away, but caught in the pit. Force Staff buys him the time, and Super J, his homing missile, is just more of a defensive one at this point.
Yeah. And that was with the Aegis as well, so they're going to be to wait at least 3 minutes here for the next Roshan. Boosted Travel, the next item for G, which I agree with. They definitely need Boosted Travel. I want another Boosted Travel on their team. If they can, I think they should afford the Boosted Travel on all their cores as soon as their items are finished up. Gyrocopter are going for BKB right now, which I can't disagree with, but they need more mobility on this team to be able to deal with this Lone Druid.
This does open up these shrines, which they're going to be the first ones to claim them.
Yeah. Still, the map advantage obviously is going over to the side of Pittsburgh. Of course, they have still the more net worth even after that fight, and they do know they can play aggressively here.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Smoke up right after the shrine. They're trying to go for the bot tower. They've got a little bit of time, especially while Beastmaster is getting chased, but they're not going to have Beastmaster for this tower push. So here they go. Get him. Jumps in. They're ready to go. Trying to go right now onto the Rubik. They catch him with the Burrow Strike. Rubik getting taken out right now. Exorcism gets popped, and they are just going to back up. While this is going, if Jeff goes out too aggressively, they may be able to turn around on him. Sand King just using the Sandstorm. They get the Awareness Curse out onto Death Prophet. Will be able to catch the Sand King, but this should get the rest of the team out of here. No! Getum's going to jump in just to do a defensive Astral, and now they need to get this team out of here. There they go. They should be fine. Maybe Escatala gets sacrificed to the
Force Staff.
UMD once again is able to fly and Force Staff away. Escatala is going to be just fine.
Yeah, that was Getum. He was waiting on the low ground there with the Force Staff. Gets his teleport out of there. Great job supporting his supports. But yeah, they're still getting a little bit out maneuver on the map here. Unfortunately, Gyrocopter is good at making space while he pushes, but he's not the best damage dealer, and they try to go in for kind of quick sweep there and take the racks while the UMD players were kind of out of position. But unfortunately, yeah, the fact that they couldn't do a lot of damage without the Beastmaster there, who was the one that was ganked, and that didn't really get anywhere.
Do you think Pittsburgh wants to start considering, they've been able to make it to the high ground but not doing much after that? Do you think they maybe just want to consider start chipping the range racks? You need everything that you can get, or I mean,
yeah, if Beastmaster isn't there, I think you go for the range racks. You don't push fast enough, I don't think, to be able to go in there and snipe out the you know, melee racks. There's very few heroes in the game that can just snipe melee racks. You know, there's like Klinks, Lone Druid.
Leshrac,
those
maybe.
heroes. Leshrac, maybe. Death Prophet, maybe. But even then, they're not fast enough. Like,
Yeah,
it's
they
like
take too
basic
long to
Klinks
do
and
it.
Lone Druid that can do it that super fast. Or Terrorblade could do it. Morphling, when he used to be good.
Yes. Oh, they're going to fear up Beastmaster. They got a lift on him now. Everyone else is coming in. G, is he going to get caught again? The rest of his team is
my
behind him.
God.
They use the roar on top of Rubik. G's trying to make it out of here, but getting chased down by Mist. There they go. Another kill onto the Beastmaster, claiming only the Rubik in return. Ultimate coming out onto Night Stalker. Winter's Curse. Keep him up for a little bit. Now, my name is Jeff has that BKB rolling. And the Epicenter's up in the back line, but it's not doing too much to the rest of the team. Now, Wisp needs to be very careful here. Call down coming in onto Trubs. It's going to hit onto Jeff as well. Gyrocopter caught inside the pit. Wants the fight. There we go. Mantis coming out. He's got the damage to deal with Trubs. No, Sanity's Eclipse goes out. They haven't claimed anyone else yet. A long protracted fight.
God.
No deaths. Trubs looks like he's going to be the one, while the rest of the UMD team retreats. And for how long of a fight that was, I think UMD is happy to give up Trubs to get everyone else the hell out of here.
Yeah, 2-for-1 trade. That could have got a lot worse there. DP almost died. Lone Druid was a little bit dangerous, in danger himself as well. Being able to get themselves out by just sacrificing on the Lord, and that's making a best case out of a worst case scenario, you know. So this is going to be a kind of a mid-range Roshan spawn here. It's going to be a 2-minute Roshan spawn after the, of course, you know, required 8-minute. Oh, they almost find MTS.
Oh, yeah. Blink's Burrow strikes forward. They get a roar out onto Rubik. They're just going to take him out right in the beginning of the fight. And now they're going to have the same problem trying to push the mid that they've had before. Firestorms.
They have G though.
Oh, never mind. They don't have to worry about Firestorms. G is here.
Yeah.
He's got the Zoo up on the high ground, beating away into the tower. Silenced up for now. But with no Underlord here to throw those Firestorms out, they have a much better shot at pushing these. And here they go. Super J up in the bottom lane, getting lots of damage into the range barracks. Getting pretty close. Still no range barracks, but lots of damage onto it. Lots of damage onto the mid as well. The gyrocopters are just going after Jeff when they could be getting some range racks damage. It'd be a tiny amount. It's illusions, but you know, it's something.
No, this must be so frustrating here for Pittsburgh. They're getting so close taking these, but they get forced out every single time without being able to take anything. Of course, damage is nothing to scoff at either. The mid lane damage is very good. 275 health left on that one, so be able to be easily pushed down with the next Necrobook usage.
They lost their bot tier 2 while this is going on, though. Bear obviously pushing that wave.
Damn. Yeah, they're getting lone druided right now.
It feels like they're getting nothing. They're trying so hard to get objectives, but they're ultimately not getting them and just losing a little bit more than they're getting. They're gonna jump right now onto the Lone Druid. They use the roar. Burrow Strike comes in. Lone Druid caught right now. There we go. Call down coming in.
God!
Look at the absolute amazing play there from Underlord. Gonna come in with that rift and TP in at the last moment, bringing Lone Druid out of there. What a play!
My God, he used the Dark Rift before he cast the Boots of Travel, so he Boots of Travel into the shrine with the Dark Rift almost done using, and then it just took him out immediately. That was incredible play.
This is gonna give Pittsburgh the chance to get this Roach though.
Yeah. Hey, this is not for nothing. They take the cheese, and they were very happy with that, but not losing Lone Druid, huge here. And Lone Druid only 500 gold away from his Aegon Scepter. Very, very strong item for Lone Druid, letting his bear push without having his master nearby.
Yep. And with that Lone Druid bear, you gotta remember, that's what does the damage to the towers. So he can not just bring creeps, but now take objectives. But they've got it. Get him, has the Aegis of the Immortal up. Has his BKB. It's at an 8-second charge. Not too bad, not too shabby. Pretty fresh. Here they go. They're going to try and push these lanes in, but Beastmaster has to leave. He has to leave and deal with bottom.
Yeah, he's the one with the Boots of Travel, so he's on the, clear lanes duty here. Anyone else build travels yet? No. Oh, Gyrocopter has it. Yeah, he decided to go for travel before
they find the
BKB.
bear. Burrow Strike forward. They're going to try and attack it up now. They've got the damage.
They even
going to
roar it.
commit the roar on it. They've got 70 seconds now, able to burn it down. 300 gold. It's going to force a resummon. If they find this bear again, if they can find this bear again, they've got a perfect window to push.
Yeah. Of course, Lone Druid isn't a hero without the bear. If you just look at his items from that's just boots, point booster, that hero can't do anything without his summon. Inferno can buy out the Aegon Scepter if he wants, but of course that means he's not going to have his buyback. It looks like he's a little bit hesitant on that. Of course, another factor about the Aegon Scepter means even if Lone Druid goes out, his bear stays alive.
Where is UMD? Is nowhere to be found at this bottom barracks.
Yeah. They already popped the Necro Creeps earlier to be able to take down that bear, so now we'll have Necro Creeps push up here, but they easily take down the range racks.
They've got a stolen siege creep as well, with 2 extra siege creeps of their own. Here we go. Get him jumping in. He's going to be able to use that Hurricane Pike, trying to get some shots in, but Lone Druid's doing Lone Druid things, pushing in the top.
Yeah, they gotta make this happen. Yeah, they gotta make this happen or go back. Yeah, they're gonna go back. Yeah, they don't want to take that risk. It's a what-if situation. We can go in, initiate, go super aggressive without the primal roar there, and then if you fail, you won't lose so much of your base. So deciding to do this, play it safe.
They push it out.
Satanic Monjaro.
So here's what's been happening. The top gets pushed out. and they counter push it and try to push down top, but bear's just bottom at that point. They can't do anything about this bear yet. What do they need to deal with this bear? Just faster high ground push?
More vision could help as well if they want to just look to try and kill the bear. But yeah, you either gotta push faster or push faster, kill the bear. And that's basically it. You gotta kill the bear or push faster. And of course now the Egg Inceptor online for Lone Druid as well. So this bear can do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. Which puts more importance into killing the bear if they're going for that strat.
I think they need to just... I mean, their play right now, at least what they're capable of right now, is push a lane, chip damage into the tier 3, and then back up when you need to back up. Keep doing that, take all the range racks. It's all you can do right now until you have a good answer to this bear.
Yeah. They could try to look to initiate here. Yeah, they're going right now.
He's gonna come in. They use the roar onto Death Prophet. He taking so much damage. They have to make his way back. Gets Golden Braid. Here they go. The Standing Eclipse coming in. Trub's trying to get his teammates back to the fountain. They do actually to the low. They're over to the bear. And now this is gonna be it. This is what we're talking about. They need to get this chip damage in the tower. They got a kill. They got a buyback. They're happy to get back, and they're getting chip damage in the tower. Pittsburgh is playing this very, very beautifully.
Yeah. Don't think they actually got a kill there.
I thought they didn't get Death Prophet?
No, they didn't get Death Prophet.
Oh,
she was
wow.
saved by the Underlord. Yeah,
But they got their chip damage.
They got their little bit of chip damage, and they're forced back to be able to push out all these lanes again. I mean, if you keep doing this, if you keep making it happen, you will eventually win the game. They find Underlord in the mid. This is a huge kill.
Yep, here we go. Underlord, they're gonna find him. Stolen Burrow Strike comes through onto 3 of them. It's gonna stop the game. Trubs might be able to make it out of here. They find the Rubik. Now, turning around onto Trubs. Trubs stuck there for a little bit longer than he wanted to be. Get him trying to go onto the Miss and Inferno, but we'll get roared back now. They've got 2 taken out. They've got no Firestorm spam. They're ready to go. There's going to be Firestorm spam. They do get themselves a tier 3 tower, and because the buyback on the Underlord, they get themselves a tier 3 tower. Now, Roar coming out onto Death Prophet. Death Prophet, they're able to clean her up as well. Death Prophet has to buy back. Burrow Strike coming in. They're going to find the bear. Bear, resummon. No resummon available. 45 seconds.
Oh, no.
This is exactly what they need. Aegis goes out, but Exorcism gets used up. Now, they drop the retreat. They drop the Winter's Curse for retreat, but they got themselves a... Oh, no, they didn't get the melee rack, so they just get the...
Oh, they're reinitiating.
Reinitiate, here we go. Coming in, they find the Death Prophet. That's a dieback on the Death Prophet now, going ready for the high ground. Finally going to clean themselves up a melee barracks. Maybe Cold G, they don't keep attacking it, so they're going to move to the mid, going for that melee barracks as a team. They're going to finally clean that up, getting a range, could go to the bottom or even the top if they want right now. I think they're in a position they may be able to get megas. Miss going to get caught under the barracks right now, trying to fly away, but they're going to go aggressively to see if they can get Miss. Taking her out. No, she's going to get banished, but meanwhile they use the rift to take some people over to the top lane, and that's going to force the end of the engagement. Actually, it's just Trubs. Trubs went to go help Lone Druid in the top lane. Oh, they're still fighting in the bottom. They get the Rubik, but everyone needs to get back now.
Garland playing super confidently here, still in the enemy base. Yeah, he realizes none of his friends are nearby anymore, so he's going to get himself to safety here, but his team wants to push again, so he's just going to be waiting here, farming jungle creeps maybe. Oh, he goes Shadow Blade, looking for a pickoff. 28 intelligence stolen, so he can't easily do it.
Classic cross-map homing missiles finally going to impact on the Trubs.
Get him, goes after him.
Got him, gonna find him. Got him? Does he got him?
Oh no, he might have started throwing the game. Okay.
No, okay, he's just gonna be KBTP.
Slightly throwy there, but he had to be KBTP to help him out, and that's a 5-second BKB anyways. He does not mind using that, of course. The cooldown on BKB does not decrease anymore with usage. It's going to be just flat 70, so not going to be able to use that for another minute here.
I can get behind his thought process there. If he kills the Underlord, they have a free path to the last set of racks.
Yeah, definitely. It was very close to killing him as well. Just like one more auto attack, but unfortunately he missed one auto attack against Underlord because of the Radiant Sora from the bear that was just walking by. If he landed that, it was a kill.
So you're saying he needs to get an MKB?
But MKB doesn't even guarantee you
No, I
landing
know.
anymore. It's just so
Oh,
weird.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. 17% chance saving Underlord's life. RNGesus.
All right, they're ready to go. Jumping forward, Bro Strike. They're going to catch Jeff on the low ground once again. They use the roar. Stolen Roar is going to turn around on a Gi, trying to get them out of here. Trubs, he's got the rift going. They're not going to take. Oh, they do take that profit with them. And it will take them with them while they are removed from the map.
What? That is crazy.
Yep. It is very hard to stop that from being successful.
That means that imprisonment
Astral.
actually saved that profit.
100% did.
Oh my god. Now they get the root on Winter Wyvern first hit.
Yep. They're going to have 4 steps, keep them alive for a little bit longer, but Get him is here. Burrow Strike and the epicenter is channeled up. Trubs and Night Stalker taking so much damage now, trying to stay alive for a little bit. Impact into Rubik. Rubik out of the game. They get the kill onto the Lone Druid. That's a big target. Lone Druid off the buyback for this fight. Yo, my name is Jeff. Now has the exorcism running. He's got the siphons going through as well. Get him. Could be in a lot of trouble right now. He needs to make it out of here. Astrals himself. He still has that Yule Scepter available. Another Burrow Strike onto 2. They're so low. Get him goes down. Now, that's another call down coming in. Ready to go on to Mist. And here they go. They got a kill on the Underlord, kill on the Night Stalker. Lone Druid
Okay, Rubik goes
will
down
have
as
to
well.
buy back here, especially with Get him. Get him bought back and TP'd into this fight. GG gets called. That's it. That's going to be the end of the fight. We are tied up here, ladies and gentlemen, going into a game 3 for UMC versus Pittsburgh.
Just really disciplined Dota from Pittsburgh. Very, very disciplined there. They made one mistake, which they ended up losing their melee Rex for, but they came back even stronger. They realized their mistake and they played it safe. They knew, even though it was heartbreaking to never take any objective, they're constantly in chip damage, and they knew eventually that chip damage will add up into taking objectives. And, you know, after 20 minutes of constantly pushing, it did work, and they played it safe, and I think that's exactly how you play in Lone Druid.
That looked so heartbreaking for Pittsburgh, is that they're you know, getting their picks and going for their pushes. They're getting Aegises, going for their objectives, and every single time they're just sitting there standing outside. They're like, you know, all their friends were like, no, I can't hang out tonight. They walk by a house and they see all the lights on inside the house with all their friends at a party, and they're just like, and we can't go in. It's just sad. Absolutely
Feels
sad.
bad, man. Yeah. But you know what? They were persistent. They kept asking, and their friends eventually invited them in, and they actually.
And then their friends were like, you know what? These I'm really glad that I invited them to the party. It really worked out for them.
But they did. But you know what happened was they shouldn't have invited them in, because they trashed their entire place, broke all their furniture, and they had to like sell the house.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was game number